I've been watching you. It's like, you don't even know the nigga name.
Exactly. You don't even know his name. What's his name? Say it.
Say it.
I've been watching your stuff. Like, oh really? What's my last match you watched?
Name one move I do.
Name my finishing move. You do that thing right with the suplex. I think I do submissions. You do submissions. Yeah. You do that Boston Crab. Yeah. You don't know nothing I do you? Nah, bro. They just told me to come on here and give you inspiration. That's it. I'm gonna be real. I was just trying to talk to Lola and the rest of the women. I don't even know who you are, bro. To be honest with you, they said you lit, but I don't know. I don't know. You know the best segment on this show? Actually, I'm gonna ask you. What was the best segment on this NXT Homecoming?
The best segment. Now you gotta refresh my memory on what even happened. I enjoyed the show, but I can't even remember shit. What did I?
I'll tell you what my favorite segment was. Right after this intro.
That son of a bitch! Why, Triple H? You son of a bitch! Why? Tell me why! Damn Triple H! Damn his soul! You son of a bitch!
Welcome back to the MVP's Lounge, y'all. I am your host, as always, the King, and I'm joined by one of our many guests in the past, Based Illuminati, also known as Dan Malcolm. How you feeling today?
Pretty good. Gone for a minute, but I'm back again. You know, your boy back in the lounge. Let's get it.
Always welcome in the lounge, man. Always welcome. Currently, we're on the road to 1K. We're at 8:45, so we're about to reach there pretty soon. NXT Homecoming was tonight. My favorite segment of tonight, and it may not be everybody else's favorite segment, but my favorite segment of tonight was Montez Ford and Dark States. Because in one segment, Montez Ford by himself outshined four of the people and just took center stage as a singles person. And I was like, yeah, see this guy right here, this guy can be a world champion, and Triple H is just playing around.
Yeah, what they got going on with Sept and Becky, that could easily be Montez and Bianca.
1000%. I saw Bianca tonight, and I'm like, I swear, I feel like I rarely see Bianca anymore.
Yeah, she's still, I guess she's still, recovering from the hand injury or whatever she had going on.
You know how Jey Uso and Jimmy be taping their hands up? Just tape your hands up and just get back in there. Come on now.
Yeah, she definitely needed over there on the blue brand, because they are lacking. But that's another conversation for another time. This is NXT. So she didn't even get that much of a reaction. They showed her in the crowd, and because they announced that she was I thought that she was about to do something, but then she's just in the crowd, which I hate. They just be randomly doing that, just having people in the crowd watching, the wrestlers in the crowd just watching. That shit is just so weird every time they do it to me.
It's true. And when they always do that with whether it be wrestlers in the crowd, which again doesn't make any sense because you work there, or whether it be celebrities, it's all right, guys, we get it. The niggas be watching, all right? You pay them to come here. All right, it's fine. But
yeah, when they first got on Netflix and they started doing that shit with people that also had Netflix specials going on, it's who is this person?
So look at Dawn Marie with on Save the Last Dance. All right, guys, cut the camera. Let's go.
We got Andrew Schultz in the building. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, there go Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
all right, guys, cut the feed. It's all right. The best part about doing that was when you pan the camera over to somebody that was actually more over than half your roster. It's it goes to Macaulay Culkin, and he gets the pop of the night.
Yeah, Kevin McAllister being more over than 98% of your roster.
That's wild. Triple H, fix that, please. Speaking of Triple H, of things he needs to fix, he started the show, of course, and it didn't sit right with me when they showed the video package and you were missing Velveteen, You were missing Ricochet, Undisputed Era, Enzo and Cass. Just a list of people. And I'm just like, come on, bro. You're not getting by anybody. You can show them.
You're missing those people that you mentioned, and then you choose to show people that you don't even remember were even in NXT. Like, I forgot James Storm was even there for a cup of coffee. You show Roman, which, he's like one of your biggest stars, but like, he literally had 2 matches, and then the Shield popped up at Survivor Series in 2012. Like, he wasn't in NXT for real either. Like, whatever, man. And speaking of Triple H, this dude can't help himself. He always gonna come out first, get that big pop, like the first pop of the night. Like, he just can't help himself ever on shows like this.
No, he cannot. And on top of that, like when Sean pulls up, now you over there trying to be like, yeah, man, you took the keys to the kingdom, and maybe I want it back. And I'm like, sir, don't make me sweet chin music you in your pacemaker. Like, stop it. Go sit down.
And it's like, what like y'all what are y'all even trying to tease? Like, we know Triple H is never wrestling again. Y'all haven't like on screen like teased any Hunter and Sean beef or any like Last time we saw them together, they were like throwing DX glow sticks in the air, and now they got a problem out of nowhere. It's like, what?
All of a sudden, this nigga just angry. Like, what if I want NXT back? It's like, go sit down, nigga. Go fix Raw and SmackDown first before you come talking about holding NXT.
that don't even make sense. Why would you want the developmental back when you got the big shit going? Like, you in charge of the main shit. Why would you want the little shit?
Let's tap into that real quick. Maybe what people are saying is true. Maybe TKO is forcing Triple H to make all the decisions that he's been making for Raw and SmackDown, and he's forced to do all these things. And maybe he does want to go back to NXT so that he can actually take control and actually do the things he wants to do. Maybe that is the case.
Like, that might be like a real life thing, but I'm like talking more so like in story. Like, they wouldn't like tell that.
Oh yeah, no, in story, no, it makes zero sense.
Because that could be a valid thing. Like, I'm not even like doubting or disputing that, but like in story, they wouldn't like say, "Oh, I'm tired of TK." Like, they would never like make a storyline out of that. I don't think. So
no. They in storyline. At best, in storyline, what you can get out of this, if they do want to build anything, because Regal shows up and says War Games and all that, yada yada yada. To build off of that, you could run an invasion angle with NXT, TNA, and AAA, or just 2 out of the 3, and have them invade on Raw and SmackDown, and then set that up for Survivor Series. And this way, a War Games match is set up to where you have to get like a CM Punk, Seth, and Roman, the tag team, and all these niggas hate each other. But like, it would be great to see that combo in a War Games match, because now you're like, oh great, these guys are all conflicted completely, and now they got to work together to go up against Moose, Trick, and whoever else they want to bring in. That would be cool to see personally.
Which I'd rather that version of a War Games versus some convoluted version of another bloodline version of War. Like, I'm so cool on that.
Exactly. So if you're gonna go that route, guys, do it that way. I know they were like teasing early on. Well, I can't say early on. Most of the show they were kind of showing tweets and messages from like wrestlers that were on the show saying like, "Oh yeah, we don't like the fact that everybody keeps talking about TNA is being put down by NXT and all this other stuff." So they said they're gonna do something about it, and they'll probably do something about it next week. Is what it seems like, because they're gonna be running Oba against Trick. Is it belt for belt?
That's what they said. So it's a winner take all. But like because they showed the graphic. The graphic didn't say it, but like when they were talking about it, like in the ring, that's what they said, winner take all. And then whoever has both, the winner of that match is gonna face Ricky. I don't know about for both belts or just the NXT belt, but winner's gonna face Ricky at whatever show that is coming up. No Mercy, I guess.
Yeah, No Mercy in Fort Lauderdale, the most nastiest area in Florida. So yeah, I mean, it could work, and I can mess with that. Like, I can mess with invasion of TNA on NXT, but at the same time, I think you should go this other route because TNA doesn't have enough star power or muscle to be like, yeah, I'm gonna invade and attack NXT. It's like
it's almost like when back in the day they tried to, when they did the invasion storyline like WCW and shit, and the first nigga that popped up was Lance fucking Storm. Like,
yeah, you see, exactly, that's my point. Like, they're gonna send out Dolph Ziggler. It's like, all right, guys, or Mustafa. You know, it's like, no, stop it, stop. Like, at least back in 2019 when NXT pulled up on Raw and SmackDown, them niggas was pulling up with Undisputed Era, Keith Lee, Dijak. Like, it was just loaded with a bunch of people.
Yeah, like in theory, like it's a smart storyline to play. Like the TNA people being mad because it's believable, because like that is like a narrative that, you know, WWE/NXT, like they, you know, they getting the best out of this partnership.
Then that would be fire. TNA and AAA, if they pull up on NXT, then there you go. Then you got something, because they've set the narrative for both promotions.
Right.
So, teaming up and attacking. Okay. See, now you're going crazy.
But back to like this opening segment, like, okay, so you brought up, Triple H come out. We know he used to run NXT. Shawn's running NXT now. Regal pops up. Now I'm not some huge Ava fan, but like, you know, if you did like this past, present, and current or whatever, and like had Ava kind of, you know, come in and put these motherfuckers in check. Again, I'm not some huge Ava fan, but like that, I mean, I would have been alright with that. Say like, I'm running the show now, whatever, you know. But that's not what happened. Out comes Charlotte and Alexa Bliss for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, so to set up themselves going into that first match of the night, they were like, let's send out Charlotte and Alexa to come out here, and let's have Charlotte tell some lies. Yeah, let's have Charlotte say the women of the division run everything. Now, I'll say this. In terms of NXT, yes, that is true. But that's not the case in general.
Right.
She made it seem like they run the entirety of everything.
Yeah. Like, that might be true right now, but like, that's just right now. Like, even when like the Four Horsewomen were like putting it, like, you know, having match of the night shit, like they weren't running NXT. Like, we still had fucking Johnny Wrestling, Ciampa, anyone else you could mention from like that era. Like, it was still, you know, it was still the men kind of reigning supreme. But because outside of the Four Horsewomen, who did you have? I don't even remember who else was there, women wise.
I will say that when she said it started a revolution, that is true. Like, that's the truth. You know, the revolution did start in NXT. You know,
that is true.
More and, you know, getting the shine that they deserved, because they actually were highly more improved than what they had started out with Divas. That is 1000% true. They just didn't run the show. Let's not like you had guys like Sammy, Neville, Big E, even Bo Dallas, a list of names who were actually the faces. Enzo and Cass, they were faces of this brand. Like, let's not get twisted. Like, don't get me wrong, y'all had some of the banger matches. You know, no one's ever gonna forget Sasha and Bayley. You know, and at Takeover, like, no one's gonna forget that. That's still the top matches. No one's gonna forget Asuka and Ember Moon series, Asuka and Bayley, like Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane, Shayna and Rhea, Shayna and Dakota Kai destroying her arm. You know, a bunch of things. You know, the list goes on and on, which is like kind of unfortunate when you think about all these names that they show or we speak on and what they're doing with them currently. It's unfortunate, but you know.
Yeah, it's an ongoing thing of so many people who had aura in NXT, then they come up to the main roster and it's like, what the fuck happened? Excuse my French.
Speaking of lack of aura, right? Let's just get to this, right? Let's get this immediately. Okay, let's talk about Bobby Roode. All right, so Bobby Roode, the glorious one. pulls up on screen for the Charlie. I'm about to say Cosman Charlie Haas for the Charlie Dempsey and Ren Sinclair segment. And to me, I thought, okay, she did her little catchphrase to weasel him in, to rile him in like a fish. I'm like, all right, cool. He walks on screen, and it was just dead silence. Nothing.
I'm still standing by that. I think this shit was pre-recorded, and they didn't have the crowd watching it. I'm still holding to that. Bro, I hope, because if
when Joe Hendry pulled up that wall, Joe Hendry had a little bit some cheers going, which means they had that on screen, man.
Oh man, that's
Bobby Roode got, like, when Roman says exactly no pop, like that's what this was.
Yeah, that was that. For a second, I'm like, wait, did I sit on the remote and hit the mute button?
I thought too. I swear, I was like, oh look, Bobby Roode, and I just heard the toilet flush in the background. I'm just like, what's happening? And the first thing that came to mind was not only the Roman, but also the Bobby Fish. The where's the lie? The arena's just dead, just nothing. Like that. That's what this was. That's nuts.
Yeah, this was not it.
That was sad. That hurt my heart.
Yeah, that was sad. That was sad. But yeah, Charlie Dempsey saw his pops at the beginning of the show. He's like, all right, I'm out. I'm going to Japan. Peace.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why are you going on an excursion? Just randomly.
That man gonna come back in. No quarter catch, whatever they called, is gonna hatch. Yo, that shit about to look nasty by the time he come back.
Yeah, Ren is definitely gonna like start adding a bunch of niggas to this group that shouldn't be in there. And you know what? We're fine with it. Charlie decided to randomly leave and go to Japan, so she now runs the group while he's gone. So now she's gonna start adding talent back to the group. So please, if you're gonna add talent,
didn't Ren have like a chick that she was like with at one point that maybe was gonna be added to the group?
Yeah, Kendall Gray. Yeah, I think she wanted her to be added. I think Charlie was like hesitant on it. So I'm pretty sure she'll add her officially to the group and then bring on some more people. I'm fine with you bringing more niggas to the group. Now, when I say bring more niggas, I don't specifically mean niggas. But if you feel like it, sure, add a bunch of blacks, go to Evolve, start plucking some people that shouldn't be down there. Like Ridge Holland. I get it. Ridge Holland gets the hate that he does. But he's got a fire theme song and he has to be on TV more. So we have to make sure he gets on like regular TV. So let's get Rich Holland out of Evolve. Okay. Pluck him out. You can pluck out somebody else who you want. And yeah, just add him, man. Just do what you got to do to make this group better. Personally, Rich Holland should be in New Day right now. But
I was definitely just about to say, like, when New Day still actually had like real heat going, they should have for sure added Rich Holland. Like, if you're going to like play on, the Big E thing, might as well go all the way with it and just add Rich Holland to the group.
Nah, they just don't think it's okay. It's okay though. But yeah, Ren, go ahead and add whoever the hell you want. That's fine. Do what you need to add. We can get to some of these matches. We can start with Charlotte and what's her face? Charlotte and Alexa against Izzi Dame and Tatum Paxley for the women's tag team titles. I personally love Tatum Paxley with all my being, and Tatum deserves a belt by now, but she has not been given one. It's very sad. I don't think she ever will get one, but I kind of wanted them to win this match. And I know people are going to be like, bro, you just sent Charlotte and Alexa down here for the homecoming. That's it. So you can get their W. And I get all that. But if we're trying to make stars, this is NXT. This is where you try to make your stars, really shine here. Charlotte and Alexa clearly do not need these belts whatsoever. And I know they got their whole friendship thing going on, but let's be completely honest with ourselves. You can split them in half. So at least you can have more people to use on SmackDown. You're already dying as it is with Michin and BFAB. You could just separate them and they both can be in the mid card. Or they both can still be a tag team and do some matches somewhere else, do something else. I don't know, but I'm fine. I was fine with Tatum and what's her face getting these belts.
Yeah, and especially when you have so many women in NXT and so many like women that are like worth a damn. Like, you know, when they brought they combined the tag titles and then, you know, for all intents and purposes brought them to the main roster, like it made sense because like the women's roster in NXT at the time was like kind of lacking. But now that they're, you know, kind of bolstered it back up again and they don't appear to be bringing any of these women up to the main roster anytime soon, it's a good time to bring those belts back down to NXT. And you could have, you know, main roster tag teams, you know, come to NXT and wrestle for them. But yeah, I wouldn't have been mad if Tatum, Paxley, and Izzi won. But I knew it wasn't going to happen. It was also funny that like you have this tag match and then the next tag match you're touting as, oh, the biggest one in NXT history. Like, way to bury the tag match that just happened. But, you know, that's neither here nor there, I guess.
Nah, you're right. It's wording sometimes on commentary gets thrown out the window, especially tonight, because there were a lot of times where like certain moves were happening from like original, you know, wrestlers that were on NXT, and Vic Joseph didn't know any of the names of their finishers, so you kind of was just saying whatever the hell was going on, and I was just like, yeah, all right, Corey Graves was definitely needed on this show so that he could call these moves correctly. But yeah, it was a weird timing, but regardless of the fact, Charlotte and Alexa, I mean, they had fun during the match. You know, Charlotte was taunting Shawn Spears and giving him the 10s, you know, when he was tied to Dillinger. But yeah, outside of that, you know, Charlotte and Alexa end up winning this matchup.
Yeah, and you know, the match was cool. You know, it was what it was. You know, and on we move. Yeah, I like the little, you know, the spot with Tatum and Alexa. When Tatum did that like whatever you call that, the thing like Bray Wyatt used to do, and then, you know, Alexa like was like on the ropes or whatever.
Yeah, caught on the rope like a spider, and she flipped over. Yeah, it was nice. I would love a one-on-one with these two, just full wildness in the ring. Yeah, give me, but they're not getting that. I can't have nice things, so it's okay. I'll ignore it for now.
Right on.
Let's get to. Yeah, you know what? Let's get this out of the way. Let's get to this next tag team match. Let's talk about DIY versus Trick Mello Gang in the full return of, you know, our boy Mello finally coming down to get his shine like he deserves, getting the appreciation he deserves.
That boy looked happy as hell, didn't he? He
just couldn't even hide from ear to ear.
Like gave Trick some like big ass hug when they're supposed to not all the way be on the same page still.
Nah, it was well deserved. It was needed. They were trying to run some storylines in this match that I was kind of like, I don't know, but we'll get to that in a sec. But DIY, right? They get their original musics back, and I'm just like, it's like, hold on. You telling me you niggas have these theme songs just chilling in a box, just under a desk somewhere, and we out here using we using that, and we got Rebel Heart and No One Will Survive just sitting under a desk. That's it. That's what we doing.
See, you had asked me what my favorite segment was of the night. I don't know what my favorite segment was, but my favorite part of the night was like hearing all the old shit, like NXT, the old NXT song, hearing people's old, better music than whatever each person has going on now. Like, that was my favorite. Hearing the OG Rebel Heart, hearing No One Will Survive. You know, other people got their old stuff back, which we'll get into later on when when that segment happened. Yeah, that was my favorite part, hearing all the old school stuff. But here's an issue not an issue, but just like an observation. Like I said before, like you touted this as, the biggest tag match in NXT history, and it's second on the card, number one. And number two, how is it this biggest tag match ever when one of the teams, you can't even, what was the best Trick Mello tag match? You don't even remember them team. You remember them as a duo, of course, but like in terms of a tag team, like they never won the tag titles. They never, like, what are we talking about?
The best Trick Mello tag match is Trick Mello versus Braun and Baron Corbin.
That's cool, but that's what.
Now, mind you, that was like 1 out of like 3 tag matches they've ever had in their life.
That's
like,
that's one match. Like you remember Baron and Braun as a team way more than Trick Mello as a tag team. Like you remember the Trick Mello gang, of course, but like they weren't a tag team.
No, they were not. And during the match, they were having
the biggest match in history, and still the biggest match in history, and it's second on the card.
Well, as Charlotte said in the beginning of the show, the women run the world. So there you go.
All right, yeah. I guess we can get into the actual match.
They showed out during this match. Melo got to hit all his greatest hits, and I say greatest hits like this man's been retired, but it feels like it because he be in catering like on a weekly basis. So he got to hit all his greatest hits, and him and Trick were all on the same page up until like the final moments where Trick's about to end the whole thing with the trick shot, and Carmelo's like, let me just tag myself in here. Let me just get some moves off, and him and Trick have a hugging moment, and then Trick is about to attack him, and then jumps over him with a clothesline. And I'm like, why y'all running angles during this matchup when like Melo is going right back to SmackDown to be with The Miz?
Hey, I don't know if you're aware of this, but hey, Trick and Melo are brothers. If that wasn't mentioned enough on commentary.
You know, I don't think it was. They didn't tell me enough that how much they've gone since they started in NXT all the way up to this point in the relationship, and how they got the same dad, different mothers, and all that. Like that's what Book was saying, by the way. It's
right. Book just be saying anything.
I'm like, wait, they're related? Since when?
It's like the whole brother thing was talked about to death. I'm like, enough. Damn. It's like they talked about it to where it was like
the theme of the show.
It's like is Trick is Melo turning on is one of them turning on Melo? Why you keep mentioning this shit? Like, where are you going with this?
That was the theme of the show, though. You know, big brother, little brother. You know, that's how it was. So they had to put it over.
At least here it makes sense. Like these two have history. Like the other times it's mentioned that we'll get into. Like,
but if you think about it, like you were in a match with Trick and Melo and DIY, both teams who were once greatly, you know, put together as we'll say a team, because that's pretty much what they were. And then they both turn on each other. And then they both come back together at some point, and it's like that's kind of what you had during this matchup. But at the same time, DIY clearly the better team in this situation. Well, they were going to win. They were, but like I talked about before, with Melo going back to Friday nights with The Miz. Well, The Miz showed up for NXT because again, he's also, you know, associated with NXT when he was being a coach for our boy Daniel Bryan. So he had to be here because he's the coach for Melo and helped them get the win.
Yeah, you know, it was cool. It was cool.
Is Melo supposed to be Daniel Bryan?
They're the same height, that's for sure.
All right, see, there we go. We got something.
Yo, Melo being Black Daniel Bryan is crazy.
If it gets into a belt, I'm gonna say it all day then.
Now we just need Melo to choke an announcer with a tie.
Ooh, he got to choke out Book. Let's go. There we go.
Yo,
right there.
yo. Now you pod. Now you pod.
See, there we go. See. You know who wasn't podding? Shayna Baszler, when she just like walked on screen.
That was,
you know, just being inspirational.
Yeah, what was that? Like, it was cool to see Shayna, and then I don't know, she started talking that Gandhi shit. I'm like, who is this?
She was like, you have to believe in each other. I'm like, okay, get out. Get off screen. Get off my screen. Leave immediately. This ain't Shayna Baszler. This is, I don't know where is this her real name, Shayna Baszler, or is she got like a real government?
Yeah, that is her real name actually.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. Well, I don't know who the hell she was. She was being Ronda Rousey out here trying to give inspirational speeches, and it just wasn't.
What was this? Like what?
No, I'm thinking, oh snap! She pulling up. She about to snap somebody's arm, and
that's what I was saying. I'm like, oh shit, we cook, and then I could not believe the words that was coming out of her mouth.
It started with Lainey Reed, whoever the hell that is.
Yeah, what was that? You know, they got Riley's little sister on the main roster.
Like, and I get it. They showed her before on TV a couple times where she'll be. I think she had like one match on TV, and then she was just showing up in a bunch of other segments. And I'm just like, you're trying to get this person over. It's not working right now. It's not at all.
They got Riley Reed's little sister on the main on NXT. Go figure.
Go figure. Oh, she's gonna have a match next week against Candice LeRae. So,
because I'm not the most tapped in. So I'm like, who is this lady? I'm like, who and what is this? Then she starts talking like, if I had my eyes closed, I would have thought it was fucking Fallon Henley, because they both got that southern accent going on. I was like, what is happening?
It's sad to watch sometimes when I see the people they try to shove into the screen. I'm just like, all right, guys, just this one right here. Don't do this one. Don't do this one.
And then you had Zarya mad at Soul's Ruka for hitting her with her move. Like, you're the most athletic person. You couldn't see me. No, because she does 1,000 flips in that move you're talking about.
Well, Zarya, you know, I'm midair. Okay, so you expect me to just be like, oh, it's you. While I'm midair, let me just stand up and stop what I'm doing. Just, yeah, of course. Yeah, Zarya, that's just in my repertoire. This is NBA. This is WWE 2K. I can just stop my move mid-move. Just, yeah. And even then, I can't even stop it because it's in mid-animation. So, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, how about Zarya? How about next time? How about when you show up for a match? How about next time you don't come near a loaded gun when it's about to go off? How about that? How about next time you actually pull the trigger yourself and you finish off something? How about you actually turn into a killer like you were supposed to be when you pulled up with Julia and Stephanie Vaquer instead of being a tag team and being a bum?
Yo, it seems like 10 years ago that she, you know, when she popped up, she was on their level with those other two, and now it's like she's an afterthought. Not an afterthought, but it's like she not.
Why is that, you think? Why did they put her in a tag team and not have her out there like the rest of them?
See, I was gonna say maybe, you know, it's the promo thing, but I mean, Julia ain't a good promo either. Like, it's the language barrier with her. But I don't know. I can't answer that. Like the her and Soul Parent, like it, like I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate that. It's just for me the way how they advertised her. They showed her like in video packages, like she was about to show up and be Brock Lesnar. Right.
Yeah, I don't know why it's gone the way it has. Maybe they just felt like the singles roster was just, you know, they were set there, so, you know, have her and this team with Soul, you know, bolster up the tag division. That's all I got. And I would have thought once, you know, the Stephanies and the Julias, you know, elevated to the main roster, then we would, you know, see more of, you know, Zarya in the forefront, but that hasn't, it singles wise, you know, that hasn't happened just yet. But yeah, you know, like, so all those things like we've been saying, you know, the women's roster in NXT, you know, they got a lot right now. So, you know, not everyone can be in the forefront at once. So, you know, somebody got to take a back seat. And Zarya for now is one of those people, singles wise.
Speaking of backseat, right? Speaking of backseat, I don't have the image for it, so I'm just gonna put my other stuff back on screen. But just speaking of, you know, Sami Zayn is down in NXT, right? He's just down there cutting a promo, and he's like, you know, somebody that just they said that really reminds me of, you know, of themselves, and I can see it. You know, it's Javon Evans, the young OG, and I'm like, Well, Sammy, I don't think you could really be similar to Javon. You know, you guys went through two different lifestyles. He's black. And well, on top of that, when in terms of underdog styles, he's more of just, hey, I'm young and hungry, you know, kind of thing, you know, not really the underdog in the situation, you know, and unless I'm facing Oba Femi, then it's different. But I'm more of the next coming of Jesus at this point, to be honest with you. I'm getting shouted out by Shawn Michaels on like talk shows, and I'm getting shout outs from everybody around the world at this point. So yeah, I'm nothing like you, to be honest with you. But regardless of the fact, in comes Josh Briggs with his glasses on and saying the young OG is garbage, just like you. And then in comes Javon wanting to smoke, because Javon always wants to smoke. He's here for the smoke, and he pulls up. And then they had to break apart, you know, them with security. And then Sammy's like, you got that heart, you got that dog in you, and guys like you and me, the sky's the limit for us. The sky's the limit. Look at this US title I'm holding around. The sky's the limit. And I was like, yeah, see, Sammy, here's the difference, right? Again, you're white, okay? He's black. The sky's not the limit for him. The limit for him is NXT champion. That's the limit. That's where it stops, right there. It peaks right there, okay? And then maybe, just maybe, he can get a tag team title. But that's where it stops. Triple H is the limit. That's where it's at. Okay, that's not for him. Okay, as much as I would love for Javon one day to be a WWE champion, a world champion, that's not in this future, unfortunately. Maybe when like Triple H is gone, TKO's gone, who knows? Who knows who's going to be running the company by then? But maybe when these people are gone and somebody else is running the company, maybe he might. But as of right now, not happening. And for those who doubt, I've seen a lot of people show up in the comment section that doubt what I've been saying. They've been really doubting Triple H, saying that Triple H doesn't do that to black superstars, and he was in NXT running it once, and then he had Street Profits, and he had this, and he had Keith Lee as champion, he had this, he had that, and I'm like, you know what? In NXT, when Triple H was running it, quotation marks, Keith Lee was a champion. You know, Ember Moon was a champion at one point. But what I seem to remember is that if this is the case, then how come Triple H doesn't do that on Raw and SmackDown?
Hey,
how come Melo's just hiding in catering? How come New Day is on ad break? How come the Profits could never get on a pay-per-view for an entire like year and a half? You know, how come all these things were happening?
How come we got no Black History Month acknowledgement? What happened?
It's just no Juneteenth, no Black History Month, just nothing.
Triple H doesn't. Hey, he told us Triple H doesn't see color. He told us that. I heard him.
He did. He said it. He does not see color. So you're right. So it doesn't matter that he's black or white. No Michael Jackson.
Hey, you know what's funny though? Sammy is the type to like all the things you mentioned. Well, I'm white. He's black. Blah blah. Sammy's the type to bring that up, like when they're presenting them like this last segment. Hey, we want you to put over this young. His name is Javon Evans. Blah blah. Wait, isn't he black and I'm white? Like we have nothing in common. Just do it.
Like, but he's black though. It's like, yes, but make
everything
sure
how Sammy is backstage. He'd be the one to like bring that shit up. Like, wait, but this doesn't make sense.
We're nothing alike. Listen. You got both of you have that dog in you. Now rile him up and tell him he's the next guy up, even though he's not. And Sean's gonna be like, wait, what do you mean he's not? Ignore that part. Just tell him he's the next guy up in NXT, and that's where it peaks. Right there. Nothing else.
My dog Javon pulled up like that one dude in the courtroom that tried to attack the judge.
Oh yeah, he flew just across, yeah. And that's his gimmick. He just be flying everywhere. And I'm fine with that. And Javon, again, Javon's ceiling is Swerve Strickland. Okay. And that's perfect. That's perfect right there. So, hey, you could have, if you wanted Swerve Strickland, you have it right here in Javon Evans. But if that's not what you want, well then, hey, New Day member right there, Javon Evans. Let's do it. Run it. All right. Grayson Waller Effect, Oba Femi, and Ricky Starks. Now, when this thing started out, Grayson went live on IG, and I hopped into IG live while he was live during the Grayson Waller Effect. And in the comment section, Ron Killings was in there going crazy for some reason. And
was he?
Yeah, he was in the comment section in his IG live. He's going crazy. I don't know why. And a bunch of other people started showing up in there too, but it was just hilarious. So shout out to the Grayson for going live on IG for his Grayson Waller effects that he be doing. But I liked the segment. I liked it. It was good. Ricky ain't win that belt though.
Oba and Ricky, your world champion getting a jobber entrance is nasty work. And that also speaks to the freaking opening segment going way longer than it had any business going. Like, I feel like Oba and Ricky were probably supposed to get entrances, but the opening segment went way too long for no reason. You only have a 2-hour show, so now you have to cut stuff, and it affects things that are happening later on. And I think Oba and Ricky were a victim of that. Because, like, the segment, I enjoyed it as well, but it felt kind of rushed. So.
True. They definitely both deserve entrances. I got to see the entrances on IG Live.
Yeah, I didn't know they shout out to Grayson for doing that.
But yeah, the rest of the things was on ad break, which is another showing of how come the blacks were on ad break. Okay, never mind. Soon as Triple H comes back, the blacks are on ad break now. Hold on.
Yeah, so like me speaking to this thing being rushed, it was like, you know, Oba said what he said, and then, you know, Ricky was recalled. Like, Ricky turned up on him like pretty quick. Like, there was like no build up to it. Like, he just like, I've been fighting it. I tried out 7 years ago. And it's like, yo, you just turned up out of nowhere. Ricky just said, like, or Oba just said, I don't think you're all that. Like, he didn't even like say anything like worth Ricky like giving that level of response to. But, you know, you're trying to build a match. I get it. Ricky ain't getting that belt, but then out comes Trick Willie.
Yeah, Trick Willie had to tell the people, hey man, let's talk about it. Don't talk when grown folks talking. Oh man, Trick is money. Could you imagine having Trick and Montez in a segment?
Yeah, that would be the biggest friggin' 70s blaxploitation sounding segment WWE produced.
And it would be amazing. I would just like it. I keep saying it for this entire like review, but you have stars on your hands and you're choosing not to make them stars. And it's kind of sad.
If you were to let them be them and tap into fucking being them, but now we got the Samoans acting like they black and shit. So, you know, we can't have the blacks being black.
And that's not me knocking all of WWE in general, guys. Just for those out there, again, who assume I just glazed AEW. Tony Khan is missing on people too. Like, don't get me wrong, like Powerhouse Hobbs should have definitely been a champion by now and a star by now. Same with Wardlow, and same with a bunch of other names over there that he keeps in locked in the chamber, you know?
Hey man, TK, you know, he don't know how to book them people that are jacked and shit. Like, he don't know how to book the people that don't look like him.
Exactly, you know, and that happens sometimes. That happens, you know. Like, yes, he'll make Hangman, Swerve, Ospreay, Kenny. He'll make these other people stars, and understandably, you know, they are good in their own ways. But again, there's other people out there that he could also make stars as well. Hey, look, I'll say this: everybody does have a problem in the booking world, but it's just really like telling when you watch WWE specifically. Like, you can just see it where it's like, bro, look what you have, do something with it, and then they don't. Which brings me to our next point, actually, because when you have Finn Balor show up, you know, and he has his OG theme back and everything, and I'm like, man, look at that aura, look at this guy, look at him being back, cheesing from ear to ear.
Just like how Melo looked happy as hell to be back, fucking Finn couldn't even help himself. Like, it's almost like, I'm sure like everything was a part of the plan, but it was almost like he wasn't supposed to do the pose, but he did it. It was like, oh no, fuck it, I'm doing it. But like, of course, it was all part of the plan. But like, the non-canon aspect of main roster people coming back to NXT is hilarious, because Finn has been a heel for almost 4 years now. And he comes back to NXT and is a babyface again out of nowhere, high-fiving fans and all that. Like, what?
Yeah, Lexis King was talking smack, saying how Black and Gold NXT was overrated.
Lexis Homecoming.
None of these people actually care about y'all.
I did pop when Lexis called himself the Lexis Homecoming King. I got a chuckle out of that.
Lexis King could be something if they do something different with him. As of right now, the stuff they've been doing, it hasn't worked for me.
Yeah, I see he's still
been there for like what, a year?
Lexus?
Yeah.
I think he showed up in late 2023, I want to say.
Okay, so he's been there for about like 2 years.
Yeah.
And it just has not, like him, Charlie Dempsey, a couple other people, they have him in weird spots. And it's like, guys, your roster is dwindling. Trick, again, eventually Trick can't hide forever because he has been hiding, which has been great, but he can't hide forever. Eventually he has to go to Raw or SmackDown. And the same thing with Oba Femi. Eventually Oba Femi has to go to Raw or SmackDown after he runs a stint in TNA and then comes back and then goes, over there. But again, these guys, they can only hide for so long before they have to go. And when both Trick and Oba Femi are gone, now you're stuck with who? Don't get me wrong, I love Javon. But that would just mean Javon becomes Teflon, becomes OP, and it's like, who beats him? Because everybody else you got below him is garbage.
That's the other thing too. It's like, who can they elevate to that top NXT, male slot, and even who is out there that's not employed by WWE or even TNA that could they could bring in and elevate, that could be in that spot. I'm sure, like a Wardlow or Powerhouse. I don't know how much longer they're employed by AEW. Those are two people that absolutely could be NXT champs if they were signed to NXT. But yeah, that even the last time I was on,
Wardlow would be
last time I was in the lounge, which was a while ago, we were speaking about this same issue, and they still have yet to fix it.
No, they have not. Nope. And I thought to myself, I was like, okay, who in TNA could come over and fix it? And it's like, when you look at the TNA roster, outside of Leon Slater, you don't got much. Because it's what? Mustafa, Cedric, Moose, Flop Dollar, the Hardys.
Nasty. This is
yeah, Joe Hendry. Yeah, I know. The Wolf Ziggles brother.
Mid.
What's that dude's name? Jake somebody or Jake something?
Yo, Dolph Ziggler's brother is some of the most mid of wrestler I've ever.
I can't disrespect mid like that. He trash. I can't we can't disrespect mid no more. Mid has to get its own tier. Like that dude's trash.
Okay,
he's garbage.
That's fair. Yeah. Calling him mid is actually giving him a compliment.
He's trash. He's a clone of Dolph Ziggler, but just if Ziggler had nothing that brought him to being Dolph Ziggler.
Then he tried to sue AEW they made me say that stuff about CM Punk. What?
Oh my god, I hate everything. Everything just both rosters. It just doesn't work, bro.
He made you not to go off on a tangent, but really the same TK that was scared for his life made you say some shit. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Hey man, he made me fear for my life. It's like, all right, bro.
Yeah. But this main event level talent thing is a problem.
Hey. For those who have made it as far as you have in this video, thank you. Fully appreciate it. All right. We all appreciate everything Base has showed up to record for the past 48 minutes of this video and he's put his work into it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share all those things. All right. You know what I'm saying? We put in time and effort into this. But on the topic of what you're saying, it just really shows me after seeing this show. Okay. It just really shows me that we just need to take everybody back. All right, give me back Shinsuke, give me back Finn, Jordan Devlin. Just give me back everybody. Everybody you took, Triple H, and that's over there. Just give me everybody back. Send back
Like,
NXT. All right.
Like, look at this photo you have right now. Look at the aura from Finn.
Look, they don't love. Listen, they don't love Finn, and it's okay. It's okay. They don't love Finn, but NXT do. All right, let's. Look.
Hey, you would have. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought that Finn and Lexus King have like some real life heat because he laid in that coupe de Gracie thick than a bitch. He landed right on that man's stomach.
bro, the stomp he gave this man was like, hey, bro, look, as soon as I'm done with this segment, I'm leaving. So I'm gonna stomp this nigga out, and I'm gone. He ain't gonna see me no more.
That was the cleanest coup de grace he has hit. That might be the cleanest he's ever hit, yo.
Bro, I was like, yo, this man went stupid on this coupe de Gracie. I'm like, yo, that man said, all right, coupe de Gracie, I'm stomping all over you. I'm gonna dap up my boy Miles Bourne, and I'm out. I'm leaving. That's crazy. Yeah, Lexus King gonna be feeling that for a minute. But yeah, bring everybody back that he ain't using. It's okay. Just bring everybody back and have Sean run that because you can run Finn, Shinsuke, everybody else. You can run all them niggas in NXT, and now you got a nice rotation going with everybody. Yeah, let's do that because again, Ethan Page, once he's done with that Canadian title, he also will be gone. Sean Spears, he's in a weird spot because you kind of aren't doing much with him anyway, and I don't know if you want to see him as a NXT champion at any point because he was a North American champion, but I don't know if you want to see him as an NXT champion because he didn't do much with him as the North American champion anyway, so I don't know where that's going.
He was North American champion. Then I took a nap for 20 minutes, and next thing I know, he lost the belt.
I don't know. I got nothing for y'all, man. When it comes to NXT, I tried to tell them to make sure you build new people before all these other people leave. They ain't want to hear it, so hey, you'll see it happen once everybody's gone. You got Dante Chen out there wrestling in main events, and Inoshiki Yakamura at the it's you cooked. Josh Briggs with glasses, you cooked. You're done. You're done. It's over. It's over for y'all.
And then they were like pushing all these people heavy, like Eddie Thorpe and then a Rich Holland. And next thing you know, Eddie Thorpe ain't even in the company no more. Rich Holland is in Evolve purgatory. It's like man. You put these people in the forefront, and now they're not to say that like, man, Eddie Thorpe was like the greatest, or Rich Holland is like either one of them are the greatest shit. But like, I mean, you made the choice to put these people in the forefront, and now they're gone, and you just it's a mess.
They're gonna have to really do a lot. And by a lot, I mean they're gonna have to really put my guy Cappuccino Jones over in the main event. All right, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. All right, Cappuccino Jones needs a push. Let him go straight to the shot to the NXT title, and we're done there. Dark State, split all them niggas up. Saquon Sugars, send him to the main event. Deion Lennox, send him to the main event. All right, let's do it. Come on, run it. Let's do it.
I do laugh every time that white boy be doing the dumb shit in the group.
hey, Cutler gotta get cut. We gotta cut that dude. We gotta it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand with him now. It's getting out of hand. He's doing every segment. He gotta say something ayo, and it's getting out of hand. We gotta fix him.
That shit is funny as hell.
Also, what happened to LFG? I don't even see that thing get advertised no more. Did it just get canceled? Like,
they brought Michelle McCool on their show. Everyone was like, "Nah, we good."
Oh snap! That's crazy. Hey man, hey, that first season was good though. I'll tell you that. Oh yeah, that's my other guy, Jasper Troy. What they be doing with Twin? Like Twin don't even be like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna stop ranting. I'm gonna get to the rest of this thing here. Let's see, what did I miss? Oh, Tyler Breeze and Ethan Page. Speaking on Ethan Page's Canadian belt, Tyler Breeze, he's back for Homecoming to have this match. Of course, Breeze stays in ring shape because he's a coach, and he's that guy, And I always liked Tyler Breeze, but I don't think they ever signed anything with him, apparently. So, because again, the dude had matches with Jushin Thunder Liger at TakeOver. He had a match with Velveteen Dream. He won the main roster. Had that IC 5-way title match.
Ooh, let NXT or let WWE tell it. What's a Velveteen Dream? Who did they ever beat? I don't even know who that is. Who are you talking about, Twin?
Oh, that's right. You're right. Okay, but he still had takeover matches before, and then he fought for belts on the main roster. We even had him in a tag team with Fandango, which was amazing. So
yeah, they had that. Remember that match with the Usos, the tag title match?
That match was fire. Oh my
that match
god,
was
I was so
fire.
angry. I was so angry when it didn't win.
That match was fire.
Oh my god. It's just, and you know what's crazy? Fandango over there in TNA as something else. I don't know what the hell his name is now, but
yeah, it's like JDC or some shit.
Yeah, he doesn't have that same voice that he uses. He uses his regular voice, which he needs to go back to the Fandango voice.
Right.
But like, bro, just bring JDC Elemental P, whoever the hell his name is, bring him back over, team up with Tyler Breeze, and you fix the tag division.
Right. You have JDC LGTPQ and Tyler's Breeze.
Exactly.
Bring them back.
Oh my god. Yo, Tyler Breeze is the BT in the. All right, never mind. But yes, that is what we need. We need to fix the tag division currently. Hank and Tank have the belts. The tag division don't even care no more. I don't even know where Out the Mud is at. I don't know where any of these niggas at. Nothing makes sense.
Oh shit! Where are they? I forgot they see.
Wait, never mind. Hank and Tank ain't tag team champions. Dark State's tag team champions. I forgot. Never mind. They got the belts currently. Okay, so Dark State have the belts. Hank and Tank, I don't know where they at. OTM, I don't know where they at. I don't know where those other two dudes at that used to be with Wesley. I don't know where they at. Oh, yeah. I don't know nobody's at this point.
Where's
Division just don't exist. Division just don't exist no more. Nothing exists. Nothing exists. Wesley ain't gonna be nothing, by the way. He cut his dreads, so he made it worse for himself. Had he had his dreads, we could have had something, but he cut them. And now he's growing a fro. When, like, bro, if you don't reattach them dreads back, like, stop it.
Yes.
This nigga. But yes, Tyler Breeze and Ethan Page. I liked the match. I enjoyed it, but all it did was remind me that they don't care about Tyler Breeze at all, and they never did.
Yeah.
So they were just giving the match just for the match, just for the homecoming and
just for the homecoming vibes. Yeah, you know, right guy went over. Cool little match. Ethan, you could tell when he came out and the crowd was like singing his music, like you could tell he was like as a shoot legit like thrown off by that.
Yo, that man was shocked. He was like, wait, I'm a face? Am I a face now? This is what it feels like?
Like he had his in character, like he did that point to the ear smile thing, and then they started chanting ego. He was like, wait, what?
Yo, that man was like, hold on, wait. They actually like me? Wild stuff. Just wild. Yeah, nah, they did their stuff for this match. It was okay. Again, Tyler Breeze, he was here, then he was gone. All right, and then
who's that from AAA?
Oh yeah, his beef with El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. Yeah, because the not CMLL, the AAA. Well, I'm racist. The AAA beef that they had when they had that four-way match. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna run that match again or something. Who knows? I don't care, to be honest with you. El Hijo del Dr. Wagner, he don't impress me, to be honest with you. I've seen him wrestle 2 times now, and in both matches, he didn't really impress me. So, you know,
damn,
not really impressed. Yeah, I don't really ever that nigga like that. There's anybody else in AAA that actually impresses me? It's probably, you know, low key, if they do this correctly, low key, and that's only if they feel like doing this. Because Dragon Lee has been getting a lot of shine as of recent. If they really want to, they can actually have Dragon Lee come back. He doesn't have to stay on the main roster. He's not doing anything over there. It's okay. He's not. LWO is trash. Nothing happens with that thing. Just leave him alone. You can have him come back, and you can actually have him do something back down in NXT full time for the time being. It's because, like, again, it's The guy's a worker. We saw what he did on Raw this past Raw. Like, man was going crazy. Like, just let dude cook. Like, let him cook. He gonna have great matches. All right, just let him cook. I don't think they want to, but you could have something there.
Yeah.
Why not?
Like, if nothing else, like the guy can go in the ring, so might as well just highlight that and just let him go off. But we can't have nice things.
No, we cannot. But speaking of nice things, we've reached the main event. We've reached the pinnacle.
Oh, before that, did we talk about Priest and Tavion Heights?
Nah, yeah, we teased it in the beginning. Yeah, Priest pulls up to Tavion Heights and gives him advice, saying, "Hey, bro, listen, I watched your matches, and you know,
I've been watching you.
I've been watching you, and you got that dog in you. You know, you could beat Ethan Page." And I went to Ava, I got you a match. I got you a match against Ethan Page for that Canadian. It's gonna be you.
It's gonna be you, Ethan Page versus you, Damon Kemp. I mean Tavion.
Again, yeah, Damon. I know you. I mean, Damon Kemp. I know you got this, bro. I know you. In my heart, I know you got.
Hey, you know I had the greatest celebration of all time. I was in the hot tub. You were in the hot tub?
I was in the hot tub with the Huzz, man. You know, you gotta make sure you pop them bottles and go in the jacuzzi with the Huzz after you win that belt, man. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go find my girl. I gotta go find my girl Lola Vice right quick.
In the hot tub. I see that for you. Wait, you see him in the hot tub? Wait, what do you? Huh?
I see you in the hot tub with a bunch of women, including mine. All right, now I'm gonna go find my girl right quick. All right, and I'm gonna make sure she gets some work done while she's down here. So, yeah, my heart, appreciate you. Just that's him. That was him. That's what they gave. They got all these people showing up from the main roster, going down there, talking to the young guys, like, and little bro and them, like, "Hey, bro, you got that dog in you, bro. I've been watching, bro." Even though they ain't been watching nothing these niggas do. I can appreciate what they're trying to do. What's that song? I forgot who sung it. You might know it. I forgot the song. You might know it. But where she be like, "They don't know my name." Like that. That's Alicia the song Keys. That be in the background. Like
Alicia Keys.
Yeah, Alicia Keys. There we go. Yeah, like that's the song that go in the background.
It's like I appreciate what they're trying to do, but like you could just see right through the shit. It's so forth. These motherfuckers don't know anybody from Adam. It's like, oh yeah, I've been watching you, nigga. You just met him 2 seconds ago. You probably thought you were in a segment with somebody else.
Your matches. I've been watching you.
I've been watching. He's like, you been watching me, bro. It's like, yo, the acting in this was fucking some of the.
You been watching me? Little old me. World champion? Like, you been watching me? My matches?
You asked me what my favorite segment. This by far was my least favorite segment. Like it's
my least favorite segment was the start of the show.
Well, yeah, that too. But like any main interaction with the NXT person was outside the Finn Miles.
That's a lie.
Was like
that's a lie. My worst favorite segment. My least favorite segment was Sammy and Javon. That one.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, we're the same. The same. Man, main event, man. Look, 6-woman tag match, Fatal Influence, who have a fire theme song, by the way. If people haven't heard Fatal Influence's theme song, they got a fire theme song. We didn't get to see their entrance though. I like watching the entrance. It's a good entrance. And then we were supposed to get Tiffany Stratton in this match, but she's hurt allegedly. So we swapped out Tiffany and threw in Lyra Valkyria, which works because she's also a former NXT Women's Champion. So Lyra Valkyria, Stephanie Vaquer, and Raquel, and Rhea Ripley. They all got R's in their name. Against Fatal Influence, 6-woman tag match. Did you like the match or did you hate it? Or was it meh?
Well, I definitely didn't hate it. You know, it was cool. It was cool. It seemed like they were supposed to have more. Another thing of like, that opening nonsense going so long, other stuff getting cut. It feels like they were supposed to have a little bit more time because like the opening part of this match felt rushed. But overall, it was a cool match. Jacy's solid, like in ring. Obviously, Lyra is solid. Like there's a lot of these, 4 of the 6, maybe 5, are solid in ring workers. So
wait, hold on. Now. You said 4 out of the 6. So who the other 2?
Well, 5. Well, maybe 5. Well, I'd say what the fuck is her name? Jazmyn's still on the green side compared to the other people.
And I like her Muda lock, and I like her Pele kick, and her kip up. She's got 3 of those going for her. Okay.
Yeah, and with that kip up, if she shows up in next year's Rumble, she can do the kip up like every other woman did this past Rumble. You remember that? Every woman showed up. Kip up is different though. Goddamn kip up. Yeah, so like she could do it and then have no one else do it because everyone else is mid compared to the one she got. But it was a cool match.
Lyra was taking the brunt of the force of this whole match.
She was they was whooping feet on Lyra. But it was anytime you have Stephanie Velcro come out with Booker on commentary, it's gonna be hilarious.
Yo, Velcro's crazy.
Yeah, we miss you. We miss you, Naomi. Come back soon.
Stephanie Velcro's crazy.
Hey, I got that from Naomi Uso.
Well, there's the money shot for Book for tonight.
Yo, like I know we always hear him do the thing, but like seeing him in the background as well while this was going on.
Yeah, he was going crazy. Like this is
yo.
You know what would have made it worse? Had Lola been out here doing it as well on top of the other 2, yeah, it'd been GG. Man. Hey, Lyra wanted no parts of this bull that they had going on. She's like, hey, let me get my drop kick out the way and y'all have fun.
This gonna be the only gooning part of me this entire time. But Rhea wasn't really getting the hang time like Stephanie was getting the hang time on.
Nah, she ain't really got. Rhea lost a lot of weight. Like she's been cutting like crazy, and by cutting I mean like double entendre. She's been cutting her attire and cutting herself. Like it's been. I swear her attire started out as like a full like she had like full shirt, pants that we just keep each year that goes by. The clothes just keep coming off, and now at this point, I don't even think she's wearing anything.
Yeah, before like she went away from that for that shoulder injury, she was jacked as all hell.
And now she's kind of real slim down, which is fine. Nothing wrong with the look, but I just really noticed now that since her attire is like completely just like shredded to hell, that you can just see all of her at this point. But yeah, she couldn't get the hang time like Stephanie gets the hang time on this. Book was still going crazy. Everybody got they moves off, and then Rhea ended up finishing the match on Miss Jacy Jayne. Folded her like a pretzel.
Yeah, we got she hit her pin and all.
Lola pulls up. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
why are we pinning the champion? Well, why is the champion getting pinned by someone who's not about to like? Rhea ain't facing her for the belt. Like what? Why? Like,
let me tell you something, Mr. Illuminati. Let me tell you something. Can I tell you?
Rhea couldn't pin fucking Jazmyn. What? Okay, go.
No. Let me tell you a story.
Mm-hmm.
There once was a man by the name of Solo Sikoa. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
I heard of him.
He was the U.S. champion at one point. If you didn't know this, and when he had said title as the champion, all he knew was taking pins. Was like that was the top of his moveset. Taking the pin. That was his finisher. Was taking the pin as the champion. And I questioned myself, wondering why would you want your champion to just be eating pins, especially when you're having a 6-person tag match and you have them in there. Why not just have their partner take the pin? Well, it's because you care about
like JC Mutombo couldn't eat the pin.
No. You see, with Triple H down here, things are a little different. His girl Rhea got to stand tall. She's got to look strong.
But that's fine. But she got to stand tall against the champion.
Yes. She's got to be the face of the brand, the face of WWE. You see, Rhea Ripley is not only the face of Raw and SmackDown, she's the face of NXT. She's the face of WWE itself. She is mainstream. Drake talks about her. 2 Chainz talks about her. Cena talks about her. All the streamers talk about her. The world knows about Rhea Ripley. Okay, they just know her.
Cena can
They watch her.
That's another time.
Hey! I'm gonna tell you something after this video is done. I'm gonna tell you something after this video is done, but we'll say that for later. But yeah, like she's what Triple H just loves, you know, and he loved China, so now he loves Rhea. They're one.
Yeah, but like that's not my point. That's fine. Rhea taking. My thing is more your champion taking the pin, not more Rhea. Rhea.
She's got to look strong, so she has to beat the champion.
That's what you said. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, she's got to look strong. She beat the world champion, so that means that she's above the world champion. She's on a different level. Look at her.
But look at this picture. Look at this picture. You
holding
have
her.
The person
holding her.
You have the person to the side that's actually about to wrestle for the belt, and you have this other motherfucker pinning the show. Oh my god, what are we doing?
I'll tell you exactly what we're doing. We're folding her like a pretzel so that Rhea can look strong. That's the most important thing. As long as Rhea looks strong tonight, that's all that matters.
It's also wild that Rhea gets away with doing this pin on television.
No, because Soul Brother, shouts out to Soul. He hasn't been here in a minute. He'll be back pretty soon, probably like late October. He's got his fashion show to deal with, so make sure I click that link in the bottom of the description box so I can link to his his clothing design. I don't want to call it merch because it sounds like it's just basic stuff, but he actually puts time and effort. He makes it himself. So shouts out to Soul Brother and his clothing brand. So just click the link in the description box for that. He has a show. Yeah, shout out to Colin. He has a show and all the way up until October. So once that's done, he'll be back to do more videos with us. But with that being said, Soul Brother mentioned before, he's like, the reason she can fold people in half and do these things and the way they can do the whole devil's kiss with Stephanie Vaquer is because WWE likes to not show sexuality too much on TV. Well, they like to make it seem like they try to do it subtly and not trying to put it out there, you know. Instead of like AEW will be like, hey, I'm a stripper, and they'll just put it on TV and be like, that's what I am. Instead on WWE, they'll be like, nah, she's a glamazon, you know. she's this, like same with Lola, like, you know, her catchphrase literally is, just because I can shake my ass doesn't mean I can't kick your ass. That's her catchphrase. So like that's the whole point. Like they're not gonna like subtly show, they're gonna subtly do it. They're not gonna actually put it in your face and be like, yeah, she likes to just be naked and shake her cheeks on TV. That's what she likes to do. You know, that's what Soul pretty much has pointed out many times, that WWE, they'll allow this because now the people know about it. Now the people are being like, okay, that's just her gimmick. She's the eradicator. She's, you know, mommy, and mommy's always on top. That's the catchphrase. That's the thing. That's the shtick. There you go. See, that's how they sell it. That's how the people do.
There's nothing subtle about this pin. I'm just gonna tell you that.
Mommy's always on top. Mommy's
this shit is crazy.
Hey, it's on a shirt. It's on her merch. The people know it. There's people that go to on YouTube videos just for her to do the pin. And they call it the pin. Don't even know what the name of the movie is that she hits first. It's what happens, man. Yeah, it's what happens. That's the world we live in, man. Shouts out to Shawn Michaels though. He doing his thing down in NXT. Shawn, don't ever give up the show to that bum Triple H. Make sure you super kick him in the pacemaker if you have to. This was NXT Homecoming. How do you personally feel about everything that you got overall? Well, the show that you just watched. Overall, what would you rate it from a scale of 1 to 10?
Barring, you know, the gripes that I did mention having with some of the stuff that occurred, I did overall enjoy the show. You know, they gave us the nostalgic vibes that you would expect from a homecoming type show like this. I will give the show I'll give it an 8. Maybe 7.5. 7.5, 8.
That was me pretty much. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Again, I had my gripes with the show, and my main gripes were, one, in the video package, you didn't give us our stars that we needed, like Velveteen, Enzo and Cass, Ricochet, Undisputed Era. You know, you didn't show respect to the people that really paved the way for the show. You know, my second gripe was that I had to sit there and force myself to watch people that you kind of ruin and show what they really could look like, and you know that kind of hurts a lot. And lastly was Bobby Roode coming on screen and getting no pop. That hurt. So I blame y'all for that. Y'all, that's y'all fault.
that was so nasty. Like I was waiting for it to. I thought it was going to be like one of the loudest things of the night, and then yeah,
just
that was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But with that being said, thank you guys for joining me and Based Illuminati. I'll drop his Twitter and his YouTube channel. All the links will all be in the description box and link to the page itself. Based, will you be back tomorrow for AEW Dynamite? Is the question.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap into AEW, see what Tony got in store.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour show tomorrow.
It's a 3-hour show tomorrow. They think they Raw.
Hey man, we got a pay-per-view on Saturday, so we can't run Collision. So we're gonna run a 3-hour show.
Boy, all right.
Can Tony Khan do it? Can he hold the people's attention for 3 hours? We will find out tomorrow night on TBS.
I'll make sure to catch my good Z's beforehand if I'm a.
Oh yeah, be sure to do show. Sure. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild one. If you guys are interested in seeing what my thoughts on that AEW September to Remember card is, check out the video. You're gonna see it again. It's gonna be posted like right there, like right there on the screen. You'll see it eventually. But yeah, check that video out. It'll give you the preview of the card and all that stuff. But with that being said, thank you guys, thank you Base, thank you everybody who showed up. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share as always. And we will see you guys next time here in the MVP's Lounge. Peace.
Damn! He ain't gonna be a
MVPs.